I will be going on a weekend trip, so I'm packing up the things that I will bring, and these are the watercolor art supplies that I will bring. So I'll show you each one. Okay, so this is somehow different from the ones that I posted last year. Okay, so for my sketchbook, I will be using the Bao Hong Academy hot press watercolor sketchbook. This is 300 GSM and 100% cotton. So I use this all the time whenever I go out. I painted the first few layers at the beach, and then I finished this in the coffee shop. Alright, so there are some paintings here that I painted in a coffee shop like these. Okay, so I use this sketchbook whenever I go out, and also you will see this sketchbook in some of my watercolor tutorials. This is hot press. If you want something like this, there's also cold press available. Alright, for my paints, I have here my tin box. This is from Core. I got this tin box when I bought the Core High Chroma set. If you want to know more of the High Chroma set, you can check the card at the top of the screen. You could also see the link in the description box so you can see it. Alright, anyway, this is a tin can. I placed here a paper from my color sheet so I would know which colors they are. You could also use this as a mixing palette, but I prefer using ceramic palette. So I have here my ceramic palette, and I have here my brush holder. So I put them inside, so of course to protect them and avoid them from breaking. Alright, so I use this box. So here I have some of my watercolor paints. All of them are artist grade watercolors from Winsor & Newton, from Daniel Smith, from Core. I have just one White Knight and one Shinhan PWC. So all of the paints that I use are all artist grade. So there. Okay, so I can use this at home. I use this also whenever I go out. Okay, now for the brushes, I have 3 brushes. If you are watching my videos and my watercolor tutorials, you will always see that I use these brushes. So these are brushes from Heavenly Paintings by Kristine Art. This is size 7 and size 4 fine tip. It has very pointy tip when it's wet. You can also watch my video about these brushes. Check the link in the description box below. I use this for wetting the area that I will paint and also to smoothen the area that I painted. I use this mainly for painting. Okay, so I have here a water brush. I use this to pre-wet my paints and also to pick up color from my pans and mixing, because I do not use these brushes to protect them and keep them on point, avoid damaging them. So I use this water brush to pre-wet my paints, because you can put water inside and then water will come out here on the brush. Then you can pre-wet your paints and mix colors. So I use this. I have here a pipette. I use this to pre-wet my paints and also to get some liquid from this bottle. This is a Winsor & Newton blending medium. This is what I use also to extend the drying time of my paper, so that I can blend. I can still have more time to blend my colors. I can still have time to put my paints. I am a very slow painter, so I need this. Also, I am in the Philippines, and most of the time our temperature is at 40 degrees, 43 degrees, 45 degrees Celsius, and that's extremely hot. Even if I paint in an air-conditioned room and well-ventilated room, the paper still dries so fast for me. I'm a slow painter as well, so I use this. I put a little amount to my jar of water and to extend the drying time. You could also put this and mix it with your paint directly. It will also help your paper to dry slower. Okay, if you are a slow painter like me, this would be useful. If you like painting outside, this would be useful. Okay, so this is blending medium. For sketching, I have here 4H pencil. This pencil is what I'm using every time, even if at home. Of course, I always bring this. And of course, if you have a pencil, in case it breaks, I have here my sharpener. So this is a very portable sharpener that, of course, less mess because it has cover, alright? So you don't have to be messy. And of course, when you have pencil, you have eraser. I use kneaded eraser. I use this at home, and I use this also whenever I go out. I have here a small pouch. This is where I put these things. Okay, my brushes. I do not use something that my brush will move inside because it will ruin my brushes. So this one is helpful because it fits my brush, and that's it. It's somehow flat inside, so I put them there. And since I am painting on a sketchbook outside, I also have clip minders so that I can put my paper in place, right? And I'll also avoid my paper to lift up whenever I paint, so I use this. Okay, so I'll just put it here. Next, I have here water container. This is a liquor flask. You know, this is familiar to you. People use this to put liquor and put it in their pocket. But for me, I use this to put water because this is small. It is fit into my pouch and it's easy to carry. So I use this. Also, of course, whenever I paint, I have also third cups here. This is a stainless, and I also have plastic. I bought plastic because I have a toddler and sometimes he paints with me, so I use this. He likes painting as well. Next, I have here a cloth. This is a kitchen cloth that I use whenever I paint. Okay, it's kind of old, but it's still useful. I use this to cover some part of the paper and also to lift up the colors from my brush. Okay, I use this. And also, I have here a pocket tissue. Alright, it's just a small one. I use this sometimes to lift up paints from my paper. And lastly, I have here a small pouch. Okay, this can fit most of my things except for my sketchbook. Okay, so let me pack up.
If you find this video helpful, kindly tap the like button. If you want to see videos like this, subscribe and make sure you have the bell notification on so you'll be notified if I upload a new video.
Okay, everything is inside. Okay, we can just close this. And I have my sketchbook here, so you can put it together and put it in my bag. Now I'm ready for my trip, and I'll see you on my next video.